So we are group 3 with Anita, Greta, Nora, Anders, Andreas, and I. And we are going to talk to you about the Signify case study and more precisely about the following points. So we will start off by giving you an overview of Signify. Then we will describe the relevant application area for use case of the Interact industry and with the descriptions of 2 patents. And then we will present another use case. So if we move to the next slide, and a few words about Signify. So Signify is the #1 in conventional lighting and also for LED and connected lighting. It's also 100% carbon neutral. But if we talk about their purpose, well, what we could see on their website is that they want to unlock the extraordinary potential of light for brighter lives and a better world. And if we look at this and if we make a link with the notion of meaning we saw yesterday, in fact, Philips create a new meaning for the light. They want the light to become an intelligent language. And in this way to see the light, Philips decided to use the word Signify for the name of its new company. So now let's move to the next one. So here we saw that Signify also moves from the technology side to the use case and application development. And for that, they created Interact. So in one sentence, Interact is a tailor-made software portfolio based on a lighting system for different use cases. And if we talk about IP, in fact, Interact is about almost 20,000 patents. Also, more than 64 million connected data collecting light points, and more than 3,600 granted patents in licensing program. So if we move to the next one. So in group 3, we studied the Interact industry. So the goal here is to create a smart warehouse or manufacturing facility to improve efficiency, productivity, and safety. And we have several possibilities. So we could see we have indoor navigation, space management, scene management, and also energy optimization, lighting access management, and lighting management. So now I'll leave the floor to the next person.
Thank you. So Interact industry basically is a Signify lighting solution, which is helping to make industrial spaces into safer, healthier, and more productive places to work. The main features and benefits on the Interact industry solutions are reducing costs, which can be achieved via using long-lasting LED luminaires, optimizing lighting in design, and controlling the level of lighting depends on the location of the person, of an employee, enhancing health and safety via creation a safe and well-lit work environment, which also helps to reduce minor errors, implementing international standards, and promoting employee well-being in general, and improving sustainability via minimizing environment impact and reducing the level of carbon footprint. Next slide, please. Thank you. We analyzing a lot of patents owned not by Signify, but by Philips as well, and understood that this Interact industry solution is covered by, if we may say like this, the patent pool, a set of patents on the different inventions implemented in the framework of the Interact industry. we'd like to highlight the next patents. The first one is an invention zone-based lighting access. The lighting localization regards to the location of the employee, which is determined through the interaction of a localization database, a lighting database, and the module of wireless mobile communication. UPS is location-based services. The second one is an invention, a method of controlling lighting devices. The lighting system on basis of the position data. UPS energy saving. Both of patents, in fact, cover in one system, which analyzes in real time the location of an employee and controls the level of lighting around, reducing the level of the light or increasing it. Next slide, please. The next invention is an energy management system. The system operates and transforms the operation of the plurality of devices according to the set of rules, control data, and policies. Some additional patents also systems and methods for cloud-based monitoring and control of physical environment, methods, services room or facilities, lighting and system control, and energy management system. As we can see, the Interact industry solution is successfully covered by the set of patents. And now I will give the floor to Nora.
Thank you, Anita. And in the next task, we should identify patterns that contribute to the generation of exclusiveness and value creation. There we choose as an application for this use case the EP with N number 898. It's an application which is filed in August 2019 and is in the IPC class G01 and H05. It belongs to the part of indoor navigation, especially there in the part of tracking people or assets. The title of this application is a device for proving an action upon detecting an object in a space. So especially you can say it's object detection, monitoring, and tracking with using the interaction between sensors and light. The advantage for the user is there is a kind of safety warranty and theft protection for objects especially. So from our point of view, this is kind of indoor navigation as a part of the Signify portfolio. Next slide. And the second patent we identify belongs to the term of lighting management, to take control of the lighting management, to have a kind of cost control and energy optimization. This application was filed in May 2016 and also belongs to the IPC class G06 and H05. It's entitled with method and system for managing space configurations. This is a kind of automatic system for managing workspace configuration. The employee, for example, can use this as an individual configuration for his own workspace, or it's possible to create a configuration maybe for a whole room with some different kind of workspaces. And there's a kind of sensor control which give up the light or turn it off. Now Andreas will go on.
So the first use case we made was the Interact Offshore. So here we just, based on the Interact industry, we add an additional module, which is the safety management module. So that can sort of track people and everything. So for instance, if there is an emergency, also the safety management system can be alarmed, and the safety management system can control the lights. So for instance, the lights will lead you to an emergency raft, or if someone falls overboard, you can sort of protect, to focus the light on that area. And even sort of, you can also use that to sort of the space management and find people that has not been able to move by themselves. So here we sort of think there could be, for instance, a patent on system and method for determining a man overboard using existing sensors, such as phones, tracking devices that also are used for indoor navigation and space management. And you can also do this automatic high intensity lighting in calculated man overboard area. We made up a patent EP 7654321. It's a system and method of evacuating offshore constructions with automatic guide lights to evacuation area, automatic detection of non-moving injured personnel. Of course, we have the software interface as an API for third-party suppliers. You could sort of think about standardization there, so you can provide access to, so they can include other modules or put other sort of standardized systems into the system. Of course, you would have the trademark, Interact Offshore, word logo. You could also have a look at the design, visual appearance of graphical user interfaces, etc. Even though it's not a sort of very good protection, it could last for a little while. Okay, the next one is Anders.
Yes, exactly. So thinking about the different manufacturing facilities and what we've discussed so far with energy optimization, guiding people, and other tasks that we have described in this group, we looked at having a software studio kind of lighting scenario. And the idea here is to maybe both have the space management and the safety management aspect of this. That, for instance, when you leave your computer to go play table tennis or pool or whatever you do, go to eat in fancy canteen at the software company, the lights go down, they can be dimmed, so on. And then also safety perspective. When you sleep at the computer late at night because you're working so long, you know it's dark outside, it can also be a warning signal, for instance, and guide you to the exit that it's time to bomb. So looking at these different aspects, we have on the next slide some more scenarios we can change and dress. So we also imagine that we would have a patent, of course, that detects the presence of a developer. We can have additional inputs to that one, like keyboard, mouse. You can have biosensors, phone, etc. And again, that then adjust the intensity of lighting around that specific area or in the room or whatever. We thought that even one aspect of this could be, I mean, you have GDPR, for instance, in different countries or variants of it. So trade secret, how you detect biorhythms or other stuff connect to personal integrity, a question that you need to account for. You could also, of course, have a trademark on the concept that we have developed, we call it a mood studio, whatever. Again, you can have design protection of different GUIs connected to that. You can set up your own personal preference, for instance. And then also, of course, again, some more legal aspects, how you deal with personal data and at work and so on. Yes, third case.
And third case, Mikey is, so what I will present, it is closely related with the group 4 work that focus on the health lighting and to suggest interact health lighting. Next slide. So we know that light has a perceptible effect on human beings, vitality and health, but it strongly depends on natural daylight. Our well-being depends on the natural daylight, and also it is known that static artificial lighting doesn't have a positive effect on human health, well-being, and performance. And we know that cold light with a high percentage of blue increases physical fitness and mental performance and engage interaction. That is the reason that our mobile phones and computers screens are in blue color, that to keep us engaged with these things. And warm light with a very low percentage of blue encourage relaxation and regeneration. The more closely artificial lighting managed to imitate sunlight, the more pleasant and perfect we experience this light to be. So we suggest to apply in this as additional use case to apply authentic human-centric lighting, which stimulates the human. This stimulates natural daylight over the entire day. And such lighting has a positive effect on both body and mind, increase performance and improve concentration. Also fulfills all aspects of visual, emotional, and biological effects, and supports and facilitates the long-term health, well-being, and the performance of human beings. And the solution would be, in this case, that the technology which is controlled individually and is optimally matched in terms of temperature and intensity, and also adaptive light source reacting to biodata to fit best the physical condition of employee in real time, following an algorithm based on scientific data to keep a person in a productive comfort zone. Next slide. And here, what the benefits can create such a use case. So for the staff, we have a better performance, vitality, and concentration, reduce stress level, and which also helps to, which leads us to tendency to less illness, and then it is better activation during the day, and reduce the risk of accidents during the night, and reduce failure rate, and helps to better concentrate, and to be more attention, to have more attention. And benefits for the company, so it is better for performance and efficiency of the staff, improve motivation and satisfaction of the staff, and also important aspect with less staff shortage due to illness. And what IP protection that creates value for the customers, so it would be patent. Digital patterns, wireless interface between sensors and lighting system, adoption of quality of light dependent on physical conditions of user, trademark could be light your health or light your workplace, something like that, design interface and shapes, copyright software used in data interpretation, and trade secrets, configuration, and technical information. And next slide. So thank you for your attention, and let us light ourselves.